Let me break down 5 of the biggest intake mistakes that law firms make, because these are literally costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you run any kind of service-based business, like especially those in the high ticket, this also applies to you too. But yeah, basically I've called over like 200 law firms in the past month, so I've already seen everything firsthand for myself. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, mistake number 1. This is the silent hold trap, right? So here's a scenario for you. Have you ever called a business and you get put on hold and then it's just dead silence, right? No music, no updates, like no nothing, okay? And it kind of feels like they just straight up forgot about you. Or even worse, you feel like you got hung up on. And here's the psychology behind it. People feel abandoned when they get put on hold. And in legal intake, this is pretty much fatal because clients will literally assume that they got forgotten. An example is a personal injury client. They're usually calling like 3 to 4 firms in the panic, right? And the first one that actually answers and sounds competent enough will win. Here's a crazy statistic. Most clients will decide like within 30 seconds whether or not your firm feels professional enough to trust with their case. So if your phone system has a lot of silent holds with like little to no updates, you're bleeding money, right? And mistake number 2, this is the information roulette. It sounds exactly like how it sounds. So let's say, for example, one client talks to like 3 different staff, right? And gets 3 different answers on pricing, timeline, or process. And then look, it's not just a bad look, but it tells the client that, hey, if you can't even get your team aligned on the basics, how the hell are you even going to manage my legal case? And another example is like a divorce client gets told 2 months by one person, 6 months by another person, and already it's a red flag. They'll just walk away. Okay? This is more of a system and training problem, not really a people problem. But hey, at least it's fixable. And mistake number 3. Mistake number 3 is availability blackout. And this one is deadly because phone calls that aren't picked up, they'll go straight to voicemail during lunch breaks, court sessions, or depositions. And in your mind, you think, hey, it's fine. They'll just call me back. No worries. But here's the reality. They won't call you back. Especially for those legal emergencies like DUIs, arrests, or car crash. Those clients cannot wait 2 hours. That's way too long. And guess what? Guess who's picking up the calls? Your competitors are. And your competitors are answering during those blackout periods. And here's another statistic. 67% of legal clients call multiple firms in the same day. So basically, the one that actually picks up gets the case. Period. Okay? Mistake number 4. Alright, now we've hit what I call the weak intake disaster. And this happens when your staff answers the phone with, hey, how can I help you? Sounds nice, but it's passive and unqualified. So what you should be doing is laser targeted qualification. Like, you have to be asking yourself, are we up against a legal deadline? Is this a high value case? Or is the client even ready to decide soon? And if they don't ask that stuff up front, you literally waste 30 minutes with someone who's just looking for free advice. And meanwhile, someone with a $500,000 case was on the line and your team missed them because you were dealing with another tire kicker. So yeah, lastly, mistake number 5. This one is after hours abandonment. This is a classic. It's basically like, hey, leave a message and we'll call you back tomorrow. But legal emergencies don't respect office hours. This is the truth. Like arrests, accidents, and domestic issues, these go down at night and on the weekend. So if your firm is asleep at the wheel during those moments, your competitors are eating your lunch, right? Because the truth is, when someone needs a lawyer at 9 p.m., they don't need a call back tomorrow. They need a call right now, right? And then the one that actually picks up, like your competitor, because they have 24/7 after-hour coverage, they're the ones that are going to actually get the case. And also, a lot of the urgent calls happen after hours, like past 5 p.m. or even on the weekends. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, so now some of you are probably thinking, okay, cool, Brian. How do I even fix all this? And the short answer is you either need to hire a killer intake team and train them like Navy SEALs, or you can lean into AI and let that do it for you 24/7. I've already seen some firms deploy AI voice receptionists that handle all the basics like answering calls, AI qualifications, booking appointments, and AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't go to lunch, or it doesn't ghost after 5 p.m. It focuses on these issues, which is missed calls, repetitive FAQs, missed calls after hours, and staff costs. So these are some case studies that I've put together. This is one firm that was a personal injury firm, and they saved $85,000 per year saved in staffing annual costs. And another firm, a criminal defense firm, saved 5 hours per day off per attorney workload. The same one even had a 90% lead qualification accuracy. But look, I'm not saying this is for everyone, but if you're dropping calls, losing cases, or even wasting time on staff from FAQs, this might actually be something worth looking into. But yeah, hope you guys learned something important today, and literally the next step for you is to take immediate action on your intake, and you gotta identify if any of those issues actually apply to your company and patching it up right away, just one by one, you know? Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll answer all of them. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and peace out. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.